Miss Sonive here. My chickadees, how are you doing today? April Fool's Day. I really wanted to get you guys bad, but didn't really quite know how to trick you today. But I wanted to introduce dogs because you hear me talk about them all the time. This is Oakley, and he had a hurt paw the other day. We had to take him to the vet. He's the leader of the pack. And then we have little Miss Princess Daisy. She rules the house. And she just got groomed yesterday, so she's feeling mighty pretty. And this is Tucker, the wild one. That's a little bit crazy, but he keeps us all on our toes all day long. So I'll try to include them in my videos to you guys. Okay, love you, bye. Love you, bye. Okay, a couple things, guys. Chalk, I hear, is a great commodity right now. You can do all kinds of things on the sidewalk. You could go leave a mural at your grandparents' house and stay outside the door and do it for them as a surprise. You can do it on your front patio or sidewalk and leave a message for friends. So I got this really cool set at CVS for like $4.99. Anywho, once Jade and I get our project going, we will let you know what's gonna be our project. The other thing is you can do it in a door. If you have a window in your door or a window in your house, you can tape it, get like duct tape or that, tape stuff that's different colors and make a picture design and then use the chalk. So just some ideas. Wanted to share my teddy bear with you. This is the one that Jaden got me when my mom passed away. So we're gonna have him be part of our story today. And Daisy's in my chair. Move it or lose it. Okay guys, so quickly, we are still on the Undrowned. We're on chapter 33 today. So tune in to my webpage on mpsaz.org. You know that. Go to schools, go to staff and more and find my name, and Jade and I are going to post this till we finish the book. Then we're going to vote on our new read aloud. Okay, here we go, chapter 33. It feels like I blink and it's bedtime. Probably because I spent all of dinner watching the phone from the corner of my eye, waiting for it to ring, trying to think up some sort of excuse to unplug it again. It never rang. That was worse. The waiting was much worse. I kept expecting Jessica to mention that I'd been having some prank call the house. I bet she was waiting for the phone to ring just so she could prove that I was up to no good. The fact that it doesn't ring probably only confirms her suspicious. She probably thinks that I called the prank off and that she was right, even though she is terribly wrong. I know Rachel just didn't decide to leave me alone for good. She's biding her time. She's making me sweat. She probably even knows that in doing nothing, she's distancing me from the only person who might have believed me, even though it was a very small chance to begin with. At least, whoops, there goes our bookmark. At least it had been a chance. Now I sit in my pajamas and I try to focus on the cartoon in my bedroom TV, but I can't. My body's exhausted, but my brain is in overdrive. The show I'm watching is set to low volume, just barely a hum, background noise. Normally my parents don't let me have the TV on this late, but it's Friday night and it's not like I have to be up early to go to the theme park tomorrow or anything. For once though, that anger is the farthest thing from my mind. It's hard to be angry at Rachel when I'm currently right now terrified of her. If anything, I'm actually a little angry at myself for letting this all happen. I close my eyes and I settle farther back into my pillows, and that's when I hear it, a rushing sound, faint but near, like a running river, and I open up my eyes and I yelp in shock. Water is spilling from the top drawer of my nightstand like a waterfall. I leap out of my bed, the sheets are dangerously tangling my feet, and I suddenly remember waking up wrapped in seaweed. Only this isn't a dream. This is real. This is real. The water is freezing cold around my bare ankles, and it rushes so fast that it's already covered the entire floor of my bedroom. I panic, and I try to open the nightstand drawer, but it's jammed, and water continues to pour from it at an increasing speed. For a moment, I just stand there in shock. Then I realize the water is now rising past my ankles. Shock turns to action, and I turn and slosh my way towards my bedroom door. I have to get out of here. I have to get to my parents. The door is locked. I twist the handle, but it doesn't budge. Panic rises like ice water in my chest while the actual ice water rises up past my shins. Why isn't it seeping out from the crack below my door? It's like I've been sealed in, like I'm trapped. I bang my fist on the door, but there's no response. I yell it for my parents, scream for Jessica, for someone, for anyone to help me. I hear only the rushing water in response. They don't hear me, or worse, they hear me, but they don't want to help me. They probably think it's better this way. I deserve it. My fists hurt from pounding on the door, and the water rises to my knees, and I turn from the doorway and make my way to the window, pushing aside floating toys and teddy bears. My fingers are purpling from the cold, and they shake so hard I can barely grasp the windowsill. See why I put the teddy bear out today? Just kidding, guys. I did not read ahead. Okay, let's keep going. I try to open it. Just like the door, it won't budge. I cry out in defeat, and I slam my fists against the window, fully intending to break it and leap it out if I have to, because the water has hit my waist and it's freezing cold. So cold I can barely breathe, it's so cold. But the window doesn't break, the glass is like steel. I grab one of my trophies and slam it hard against the window. It bounces off like a rubber ball, sending a shock of pain up my arm. I drop it and it splashes in the water. That's now up to my chest. Tears are running down my cheeks as I pound at the window, hoping that someone will look up and see me. A girl with water rising about her and panic on her face. Someone passing, maybe walking their dog. They look up to me and wave and then continue on. Nope, I turn from the window. I make my way towards the door one last time. I have to open it. I have to get out of here, keeping my hands up above the water because I don't want them to freeze off. I half swim, half slosh my way to the door. Something wraps around my ankles and drags me under. I have just enough time to yelp before I go down and water closes around me. So shockingly cold that my vision goes white for a split second before bleeding back in. I struggle numbly against whatever is wrapped around my feet. I can just make it out in the flickering light. Seaweed. I kick my feet and wave my arms, but I can't rise up. I can't get above the water. That's now almost to the ceiling. My lungs scream and burn with hunger for air, but I can't get free. I can't get out. I see the ceiling fan submerge. My entire room is filled completely with water, and I know now I'm doomed. Toys and dolls float slowly around me, suspended in freezing clear water. I can't feel my feet anymore. I can't feel my hands. All I feel is the pain in my chest as the water presses in and the last of my oxygen gives out. The light fades, my lungs scream. My mouth wants to open, but I keep it squeezed shut so water does not come in. Tiny bubbles escape from my nose. My room goes dark, save for countless white eyes that are burning in the blackness, the countless bodies of the drowned. I open my mouth and I scream as they race towards me, scream as water fills my lungs, and I scream as the last bit of life leaves me, and I jolt up in bed with a gasp. My lungs burn, my skin is soaked with sweat, but I'm alone, and my room is dry, and the cartoons on the TV babble along mindlessly. My heart races so fast I fear it might actually shoot out of my chest. Did that just happen? I can't stay here. There's no way. I'll fall asleep again. I no longer feel safe. Maybe the sofa, or maybe I'll even do what I haven't done since I was a little kid and try to sleep in my parents' room. I just don't know. I can't stay in this room a second longer. Rachel's everywhere. When I sidle out of my bed and my feet land on paper, I look down. Rachel's sketchbook is open on the ground by my bed to a new page. Of course it is, you guys. Anyway, a blank, waterlogged page. Blank, except for 3 menacing words that were scrawled in thick black ink. Any guesses, guys, what it says? I'm going to have Jaden zoom in on this. And I will talk to you tomorrow when we get to chapter 34 tomorrow. Can you zoom in on those last 3 words? That's what was written on Rachel's sketch pad. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day.